You think you know me?
What's going on, man?
Not as much, big guy. How are you?
Doing good.
ECGA first.
First time we've ever started the show with the same person's interesting 2 weeks in a
2
row.
weeks in a row. And why did we pick Edge again this week?
Best part of Raw.
It really was.
I thought that was the greatest Raw ever.
Wow. No, you can't even say that with a straight face. I mean, it was bad. I thought, this is the one show that we got. We'll just listen to it the whole time.
Kind of makes me think about Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte's good.
A little bit. It was pretty good. First time they said, all right, we're going to do the contract signing first thing. Yeah, let's get it kicked off. Going great. No Brock.
Brock just shows up when he wants to, evidently.
He does whatever he wants to.
That's what he said later on last night.
Pretty much. He had Cena out there, and then, lo and behold, Edge's music hits.
Edge hit, big surprise.
It really was.
Got me pretty, I marked out a little bit on that. I'm not gonna lie. It was exciting, completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like I said, his contract is up tomorrow because we're doing this on Tuesday now.
Yep.
So his contract with the WWE is up tomorrow. I think they'll give him some kind of Legends contract.
That'd be good just to see him periodically like
Yeah.
they do some of the other ones right there. But he called Cena out and told him, said, this ain't the Cena that was one of my greatest rivals.
Yeah. It was a good segment, man. He carried it. Did you notice Cena did not say one word this past Raw?
No.
Nothing in that segment, nothing in the last segment. It was effective. It was effective.
Yeah.
And it gave me hope as far as the rest of the show, and that's where I went wrong.
Yeah, we kind of missed the boat on that one right there.
bit.
First match, though, was actually a pretty decent match. You had
A lot
Chris
of time on
Jericho
that. Yeah.
and Kofi Kingston getting a lot of time.
Match we've seen a couple times before. Very good match. Very similar to what they do at the house shows.
Yeah, the one you told me about. Yep.
Yeah, and they gave them about the same amount of time, which is really good.
Yep.
So I thought, hey, we're going to have a lot of wrestling in this. And then we didn't.
No.
So
anyway, you had Jericho picking up a clean win there and then cutting a little promo about their match coming up at Extreme Rules. And then you saw a little clip of CM Punk getting a present from Jericho, the
liquor basket.
liquor basket.
Yeah, kept the bottle for himself since
Yeah.
Josh Matthews out with the rest. Josh was happy.
He was for a little while until a little later on. But
Yeah.
anyway, next match, you had R-Truth versus Lord Tensai, and wow.
R-Truth ended up beating Lord Tensai clean. Wait.
No. That would be the opposite of what happened.
Ron didn't get him?
No, he didn't. He got got.
He got got.
And it was very quick, too.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I mean, Lord Tensai, we've talked about it a little bit before. The character needs
Something. It's just
something bad.
they're still chanting Albert. I think the WWE is going to try to block that out from going any further, but it's just awkward. I don't think the music fits very well.
I don't think that
his
type of
personality,
character fits over here.
doing the ninja stances and moves, and it's just I don't think it's going to be that effective.
No, it's not.
The only way it's going to have any kind of legs is if they force feed it, and if that's the case, we're not going to be happy with it. I think they just need to go ahead and cut their losses and phase it out, but they won't.
No, they won't.
No.
That would be logical.
Yep.
You had Kane.
Honestly, it's funny you say that because this show wasn't that bad as long as you don't think.
Yeah, if you're a non-thinking wrestling fan,
Yeah, it was a pretty good Raw. But stuff just didn't make sense.
But for all of
They have an IQ,
yeah,
like our watchers do.
yep,
Our watchers or our viewers?
both.
Yes, reviewers.
The yes reviewers.
The Yes Review reviewers.
Yep, that's your official title now. So.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
But yeah, all these guys, like you said, if you don't think about it, it's pretty good Raw.
Yeah.
You had Kane cutting a promo, and
So
what
bad.
was with Kane tonight?
I'm over it.
I mean, it was just horrible. You had Orton coming out, and they was brawling, and
Paul Bear showed up and got froze. Hey, Paul, we're going to fly out to Detroit, and we're going to stick you in the freezer. Then we're going to bring you out and put you back in.
yeah.
Did they officially kill off the Paul Bear character?
I don't know. He was in there for, I guess, the entire, 2.5
still in there.
hours. He's probably still in there right
They
now.
didn't get him out.
So we
He's
may
still
need
in
to go
there.
down and get him out.
I'm good.
All right, we're good too. Let's move on with the yes review. All right, you had a few tag team matches actually tonight on Raw. They had, the first one was Del Rio and Cody Rhodes versus Khali and Show.
It was so painful.
It's horrible.
So painful.
I don't understand it at all.
The only thing I can hope for is that they're getting ready to bring up some people from FCW, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I'm looking
all
forward
that
to him.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're
Last two Raw?
letting Khali get a couple wins before they ship him off.
I
Back to
know
India.
the WWE's getting big in India, and he's
What I'm scared of is that's that's the case, and we're
And
going to see it more of
keeping
this.
him around.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I hope not. I hope there's just a last hurrah type thing. After that, you had a Divas match. You had the champ, Beth Phoenix, coming out against Nikki Bella.
Right. Shocking twist to that. What looked to be a legitimate injury there.
It did. It really did.
And then Nikki Bella picked up the win. The only thing that made me think it wasn't a legit injury was because of the title change. I remember back at No Mercy.
They talked about it.
Orton and Triple H. Orton unexpectedly broke his collarbone in the match.
Yep.
And he told the ref, "You got to end it."
Yep.
Triple H hit him with a sledgehammer, knocked him out, pinned him. Next move.
Yep.
Got the same desired finish they went in for.
Yep.
But just ended it quicker. This was what I thought would be a different finish if it was an accident. And then the luxury of doing this on Tuesday night, I got reading a while ago, Karma seems to be getting ready to come back, and the Bella Twins, from what I'm reading, their contract is over at the end of April.
At the end of this month, yeah.
So maybe a squash, both of them, next week for the title, change hands possibly on the first night back,
Probably.
and then something between Beth and Karma after that.
Later on.
And
That way
would,
they don't go right into each other.
And that would also explain the Bella's absence from then on out.
I like
if
it.
she squashes
Yeah.
them and takes them out.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So hopefully we'll see, a few of the divas actually
I just want to see Karma back and start hurting
just
people.
start hurting people. You know.
I'm fine with that.
Then you had Chris Jericho telling John Laurinaitis, says, "Look, I saw Punk drinking."
You know how I said
WWE
last week
policy.
this feud was stupid?
Yeah,
It is.
it's crossed that line now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. He says, but WWE policy says you cannot drink alcohol within 12 hours of a live event, which Punk was,
Boy,
supposedly
he
doing. She looks.
He looked good.
Yeah, and then it says if he was to be
Remind me of
stripped of the WWE title and handed over, just given to Jericho.
Because that's the way you should you should win a title.
Yeah, so they got two of Detroit's finest. With the one guy looked like Father Time out there.
Grandpa, really?
And give him a sobriety test in the middle of the ring.
Punk made it entertaining and funny at least.
Oh, he really did.
You know,
It
give him credit
was
for that.
Tolerable.
And that was because of him. But the
Yeah.
whole idea, it's just bad.
Yeah. and
It's a bad basis for a feud. I'm going to make you drink. Which I realize to Punk, that's a personal thing, but it doesn't come across unless you're that intense on being straight edge.
Straight edge, yeah.
And really nobody else is. Now, we don't drink, smoke,
No.
whatever, but at the same time, it's not going to offend me if you say, I'm going to make you drink. I'm just not going to,
I'm not
But,
going to. No.
but anyway, it's a bad basis for a feud.
You had the fake fail. He pretended to fail, and then he come back and,
Then he really failed when he was trying to say the alphabet backwards. He got the
He
SAT
actually got two
backwards,
letters right,
which was
but
backwards.
was supposed to be backwards.
But anyway, it was entertaining.
It was.
Nonetheless.
And then you had Sheamus.
And he whooped Jericho after that.
Oh, he did.
Whooped him pretty good.
I'm hoping Jericho.
Why do I want Jericho to win
I don't
this?
know. It's like we were talking
He's
about.
not going to.
We'll get to Extreme Rules in a little bit, though. Sheamus versus Mark Henry.
Quick.
Little twist. Daniel Bryan was a special guest referee. Known
Obviously, he
Sheamus.
was provoking Sheamus
Yep.
to hit him so that Sheamus would get fired. Didn't happen, but
About
he did.
that 3 count.
Cost him the match and very fast 3 count.
Very fast.
Made the mistake of taking the ref
He
shirt
wasn't
off.
a ref after he took the shirt off. Sheamus.
Then Mark Henry distracted him,
Yep.
allowing Daniel Bryan to put Sheamus in the
Yes lock.
So over.
Oh my gosh.
So over right now.
Unbelievable.
And I mean, the more camera time he gets right now, the better.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so okay with leaving him on for half an hour.
Yeah.
I think he's that good. I really do.
I think you're right about that. He's been around long enough, and everybody just loves him right now.
Yeah.
After that, you had another tag match.
Another one.
You had Zack Ryder and Santino Marella versus Primo and Epico.
Yeah. I tell you guys, if you've never had the chance to go to a house show, you don't know how good the Colognes, Primo and Epico are.
Yeah.
They are something else in person, and they give them time to work a really good match. Then they get buried on TV 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
One week got squashed.
What does that say about your tag team champs? We can just put 2 people together, and they'll go out and beat you.
Yeah. It's
Hey, we could have a nice title run.
hashtag title run.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about? All right, let's touch on this just for a second, real quick. Zack Ryder, former U.S. champ, says, "I want my belt back." and he's teamed
Well, you
with
would think he would.
Santino,
Yeah.
who is the U.S. champ.
But yet they're celebrating together and they're buddies. Look, I mean, I like you. I do.
Yeah.
But if you've got something I want, I'm going to try my best to take it.
I'm going to get it back.
Yeah.
That's just, you're supposed to be like that.
I thought this was a competition. Oh, where we were thinking.
Yeah, there we go. There we go thinking again. Anyway, then probably the worst segment of Raw. And I know this touches, really close to you. You had Funkasaurus teaming up with Hornswoggle against Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. And what a freaking joke that was.
Ziggler, I almost wonder if it's starting to weigh on Dolph a little bit.
Got
He
to.
actually tweeted out, I got beat up by Hornswoggle. It's a joke. It is an absolute joke. Now, I said last week he almost did it to himself. The problem is he's so daggone good at putting people over. He actually made the Hurricane Rana from Hornswoggle looks good, and that's impossible to do.
Yeah, you cannot do that.
It was fluid. Hornswoggle was in the right place because Dolph Ziggler put him. The whole thing was done perfectly, and that's near impossible to do. So, I mean, it's almost like he's getting punished for being that good at selling stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this guy, I'll say it, he could own TNA.
He could.
He has 45-minute matches with Punk at house shows, and it's great. It is absolutely fantastic.
I don't understand it.
He's got no feud. He's not doing anything. Just spinning his wheels, and it's horrible.
I mean, he doesn't even have a match on the Extreme Rules card yet. Now, surely to goodness they're going to throw him into something.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
They just
throwing him into something when you've got the Miz.
Well, it's not only him. They're throwing a lot of people into stuff, but it's especially bad for him because he has so much talent.
Yeah.
Get him the heck away from Vicky already.
Please.
It is so bad. Like, it irritates me anytime she comes out. Not to the point on a board because she's a heel, because it's back to that, okay, I'm sick of this crap mess. I'm so sick of it.
I am too. And the whole segment was just a complete and utter joke. And all that was just filling time into the actual...
The match didn't even have a result because Vicky...
It
focused more on Vicky than it did the wrestlers.
Yep.
I'm sick of it.
She needs to go away. Then all that led into the contract signing now, finally. Brock Lesnar was out there with John Laurinaitis to start with. And Cena's music hits, but Cena didn't come out to start with.
Yeah. So that led to...
Brock making a lot of demands.
Yeah, having to sit down with Johnny Ace. Pretty much saying, no, we don't have an agreement. Here's my terms. Mm-hmm. I got 2 words for WWE.
Yes.
Paul Heyman. Please.
Yes,
Brock is not the best talker in the world. Now, it seemed like a conversation that 2 guys would have sitting down talking about something. And I understand why the WWE wanted this segment to happen because there's a section of fans out there, and really it's the fans that are sick of the same old Cena getting forced down their throat, who are going to cheer Lesnar.
Yep.
They're trying to get that away. They're trying to get everybody to boo him, playing up the fact that he's not a company guy. He's not a real wrestling guy.
He's out for him and him alone.
And this, these demands were supposed to put that fact over even more.
Right.
And I think maybe it was effective in that a little bit.
I think so too. He started getting some chants against him, and,
Yeah,
and he looked at Johnny and said, "Is this supposed to annoy me?" He says, "I don't care about this."
So he reacted well to what the crowd did, and they bought into it a little bit. But at the same time, how he didn't get wadded a couple times in there, I'm still trying to figure out. It's just not. Now he's better than some of them they got. Don't get me wrong.
No, that's true.
But it was an okay segment.
Yeah, I mean, he made his demand, signed his contract, and then sent his music.
Well, Johnny Ace agreed to him. So is it
every
now?
term.
Is it now Monday Night Raw starring Brock Lesnar?
I guess so. He agreed.
Kind of like the ECGA Yes review starring top ECGA heel.
And
no, just me. Just freaking me. Yeah. So we got a pay-per-view coming up. Deal with it. Pay-per-view coming up.
Extreme Rules.
I'm so not getting this on pay-per-view. I refuse to spend money on this.
We will illegally watch this.
I will illegally stream this.
That's how bad.
I'm not paying.
We don't want to pay for that.
Yeah. I'm not paying for the next one either. Daggone it.
No. Wait, we're going to be at the next one.
We've already paid for the next one.
Yeah, we're going to be there. You've got a little pre-show on YouTube they've got to advertise. First time this week. Santino, the U.S. title shot against...
a guy who's not been on Raw in 2 weeks. They had a 3-hour Raw and did not put him on. And then he comes back and gets the title shot.
And you've got Dolph getting jobbed.
Well, I think the
Anyway.
US title. Man, you know what? Anything. Just get him a freaking feud.
Yeah, just anything. You've got that match off first. I'm going Santino.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
After that, you got
That's it. Who cares? I don't care who wins that match.
Kane and
I was
Randy
hoping,
Orton.
you know, that he hasn't. Miz hasn't been on Raw in 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I was hoping he's going to be out like a legitimate link.
Leave him
3
alone a
months. Bring him back as a face. Do something fresh with
Yeah.
it. He's not going to be a dominating heel. He's not. I mean, you think of Brock Lesnar now. I mean, the Lord Tensai, the big heels that they have.
And then the Miz.
You're not going to get a push with the Miz
No.
as a heel.
Not at all.
So do something fresh
Do
with
something
him.
with him.
Obviously, that ain't going to happen.
No.
I think he loses
I think
to
so,
Santino.
too. Yeah. Kane, Orton.
You know what?
In
I take
Falls
that
Count
back.
anyway.
I take that back. Miz is going to win. This is the first time they've ever streamed something live, a match on YouTube. They want a title change. I just thought of that. Miz wins that.
Okay. So we're splitting that one right there.
I'm gonna go Miz.
All right, I'm still going Santino. Then you got Kane, Randy Orton.
I don't
Falls Count
care.
anywhere.
I do not care.
No.
I do not care. This is we have nothing else for you guys, so here's your feud.
This should have ended at WrestleMania.
This thing never should have started.
Yeah,
It's so
exactly
bad.
that. I'm going Randy Orton simply because Kane won at WrestleMania. I still think he gets pinned in the ring, though.
Is there any way both of them could lose?
No.
I'll go Randy.
Crap. All right, then you've got World Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. 2 out of 3 falls.
From what I'm thinking and reading, I see a lengthy title run for Sheamus.
Really?
There's nobody else really there. I think it's a split 2-1 on the falls, and I think Sheamus takes it.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that one, but I think AJ is going to cost him
One of the falls.
that last fall.
Yeah.
Then you've got Cody Rhodes and Big Show for the Intercontinental Championship. No stipulation has
Haven't
been
heard
added
of stipulation.
yet.
They'll probably have
do
one
it
on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'm praying Cody Rhodes wins that.
I hope Cody wins because I hope, like we talked about, this is the last hurrah for Big Show.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a lengthy title run with that.
Yeah.
So we'll go Cody on that
You
one.
gave him his WrestleMania moment. Now
just
give the belt back.
end it and sail off into the sunset.
Yep.
You and Kali both. CM Punk Jericho Chicago Street Fight for the WWE Championship.
Punk.
I'm going Jericho.
I know you are. I
I'm
know
going
you are,
Jericho.
and I'm tempted to. The only thing I don't see the point in taking the title off of Punk for a month.
I know. If
Or even 2 months,
if
because
Jericho's
Jericho's
contract was past SummerSlam,
And it's not.
I would be a lock for Jericho
And
right
he's
now.
got a tour coming up.
Yeah, his band's got
this
the
summer,
tour
so he's
before
not gonna be
SummerSlam,
around.
so he's not going to be there. But I still think you're going. I don't know. I'm going Jericho just because I like him.
And then the main event, that's a tough one.
Brock Lesnar and Cena. Now I tell you, before tonight, I actually thought Brock was going to
I
win
don't
that
see how
hands
you
down.
could. I don't see how you could bet.
Why would
against
you
that.
bring him back and have him lose his first big match?
Yeah, but now why would you throw Edge in there for that inspirational speech?
And then have Cena not say a word and look like a coward the entire show and
Something.
that entire contract signing at the end.
I'm confused about this.
I am torn.
You know what?
I
Pick one
really
anyway.
am. Brock.
Yeah, me too.
Wow, we were really torn about that one.
Just because I don't think you have him losing his first match back.
Yeah, you can't. And I think it's.
I think Cena gets close.
I think it's
something
just
happens
tear him
again.
down some more just to build up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's probably what they're going to do.
What do you think about Raw this week? Exactly. I'm gonna say 4.
3-hour Raws are just long.
It is. It's too much time to do so. And 2 points for
You know
Edge
what?
and 2 points for Daniel Bryan. That's my 4.
I'm going to give a point for the Jericho Kofi match. So I'll go 5.
You'll go 5. So
Yeah.
average 4.5.
Not very stellar.
Not really, especially leading into a.
Hey,
pay-per-view.
creative. Good job.
Good job once
So
again.
sad.
Anyway,
Just give us 6 months. Just give us 6 stinking months.
that's all.
It's not going to get worse. I
No,
promise you it won't get worse.
It can't get worse.
All right, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. Appreciate all the new subscribers.
Yeah, thanks.
Twitter,
guys.
we didn't mention that.
Yeah, follow me at ECGA Leader.
Or if you want to follow someone that actually tweets, follow me at Top ECGA Heel. Get on the ball. Anyway, talk wrestling. Talk to us. Follow us. We'll definitely follow you back.
Yep.
Anything else before we sign off?
I guess not. I think that's it, buddy.
All right, guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. And as always,
Cheers.
take care.
Shave your hair.
You think you